I'm back. Excuse the little puff in the back. I had one of those days. I went to the doctor this morning and then went straight from the doctor to the grocery store, to coming home, to putting up the groceries, to now fixing me some lunch. So I'm gonna go ahead. I have 2 videos to do today, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this first one about an update. So I went to the doctor today. Basically, me and my husband went to sign consent papers for the FET, which is frozen embryo transfer. The doctor, he said he was very pleased with the eggs or the embryos. He said he was very pleased with them. He said it could not have been a better batch. He said that you know, he felt like it was going to be a very successful transfer and a very successful pregnancy. He said that this meeting that we had was basically to make sure that I'm feeling well, which I didn't feel bad at all when they said that I was going into the hyper ovarian syndrome, hyper overstimulated ovaries, whatever it's called, but basically that my ovaries were overstimulated. I didn't have any symptoms or side effects from that. I didn't feel no kind of way, like nothing at all. So anywho, I told him I was feeling good. I told him, you know, he asked me if my cycle came. My cycle did come. I had 2 cycles in June, which that never happened to me before, but because I'm assuming the medication I was on, of course, I'm pretty sure that had something to do with it. Now so my period came before I started my IVF meds, which was around June the 2nd. And then I had, like I said, I've never had 2 periods before, and this period here came like on the 25th. So I stopped my meds. Let me see, I had my, let's see, I went June the 18th. So I didn't have any meds on, I think my last meds were on that Tuesday before. No, that Monday before. One of the 2, but anyways, on my video, my last video. Anyway, so on the 18th is when I actually went and had my retrieval. And so basically it took a week. So it was a week to the day that I had my retrieval that my period came. I'm gonna have to write that down. I didn't realize it was a week to the day. So anyway, it was a week. It took only a week for my period to come, and today makes 2 weeks. Well, tomorrow it'll be 2 weeks, but let's say it's been 2 weeks since my retrieval. So I'm feeling good. The only side effect I had after not taking the meds and after having my my eggs retrieved, my breasts were killing me. I don't know if anybody else ever had that happen to them. Like, they always hurt during that time, but they were extremely painful, and they were full, they were heavy, they hurt, okay? They hurt. And I don't know what was going on with them, but there was no way I could lay in bed going to sleep that they felt normal. They did not. They hurt so bad. The water couldn't touch them, the air couldn't touch them, okay? Other than that, I had no side effects of nothing. My cycle came. It did take, it stayed that the 25th to 26th. By the 27th, it was pretty much going away. I had spotting from the 27th, I had spotting the 27th, 28th, 29th, and then on yesterday I didn't have anything. So it pretty much went away on its own. And what else? And that's pretty much it from that. So anyway, like I said, we signed consent papers, and basically the consent papers were for to see how many eggs we wanted to transfer and to see how many we wanted to defrost for the transfer. He was explaining to me that some people may say, oh, they want that exact number, or you want all of them. Well, when he said all of them, not all at the same time, basically, I'm not gonna make this video too long anyway, so let me go over what we talked about. Oh, the freezing. He was telling me the best way to do it is to request that they all be defrost, that they all be thawed for the transfer. And he said the only reason, not saying they're gonna thaw them all at the same time, because we're only requesting 2. So he said, for instance, let's say they start with the highest 2. They start with the 2 of them at first, and then after those 2, let's say one of them didn't make the thaw, then they can go and take out another one instead of having to be limited. And I say, oh, just do 3, and then we got to go in and put another consent in just to have them take another embryo out. So we went ahead and said, all of them, which we know the first 2, that's gonna, gotta have that fate. And like all the eggs looked really good, and like I'm gonna get on the egg part in a little bit. So I'm really excited about that. So we went ahead and agreed we're gonna transfer 2, and if God blesses us with a boy and a girl, I am thrilled. I really want my girl. I really want my girl. But anyway, I'm happy. I'm excited, and hubby was excited. Like, our smiles like this the whole time we were talking. Like, and the doctor, he was just really just cool, calm, and collected. He's like, I have no doubt like this is gonna work. He said, man, you had wonderful quality eggs. He was like, and he was like, you're healthy, everything's good about you. So I don't see why it would not work. He said, I really feel positive about this. And he's a very positive thinker. He's a very optimistic type person, and I feel like his thinking and his praying has a lot to do with it. And so my husband's like, well, is there any way you can find us a boy and a girl? And I'm like, yeah, if you have $5,000 extra. And so the doctor's like, yeah. I said, baby, we'll pray on it. So the doctor said, yep, prayer works too. So like, it's just amazing, like that power, and I know he prays for all his patients. I'm sure, like, I feel that he prays for his patients, as well. So anyway, let's go with the egg quality. So I asked him if I could actually have a printout of, the quality. Well, when he printed it, it printed everything from the day 0 all the way to like day 6 or whatever. So anyways, I've been making videos about each day, so everybody know everything. They did do ICSI, and they, from what I understand, they did do hatching. That's what he was telling me. He was telling me about the hatching and the quality and the way the egg is the egg is designed, and how there's an outer coat, then there's an inner coat, which that's what it becomes your placenta, and then inside is the cells that becomes the baby. So you have the outer rim, which is kind of what the baby the outer rim is kind of like the core, to keep the baby in and stuff, and then the next rim is where the placenta will be, and then from the placenta it's where the bubble, where the baby would be, and so forth. So he explained all of that, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be my baby in there, So anyway, I'm just all over the place. So anyway, so I'm not gonna go over each page. I'm gonna go over just the egg quality. So let's talk about day 5. Day 5 is where they actually graded the eggs. There was assisted hatching, and there was ICSI done on all of the eggs or whatever. So anyway, this is for the 16 that made it. The other 5 did not. So the 16, out of the 16, we had 12, 11, 12. Okay, we had 12. Okay, so we had 12 embryos that were 5AA. Okay, and they grade them by the outside, and they grade them by the actual morph of the cells, if that makes sense. Why am I blurry? Okay, so anyway, that's how they grade them. So anyways, I had 12. I still look blurry. Okay, I had 12 12 grade 5 AA, okay, which is the best you can get. Okay, so I had 12 of those. I had, let's see, that's 12. We had, let me see, we had 1, 2. Okay, so that was 12 5 AA. We had 2 5 ABs. Okay, 2 5 ABs. And then we had 2 grades 3 AB. So 12 excellent, 2 moderate, still good, and 2 still grade A's, but at a level expansion grade 3, and they call it trough on here of B. Okay, so 12 5 AA, 2 5 AB, 2 3 AB. Okay, so I guess I said that right. So anyway, I'm very, 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 very happy. And then on day 6, of course, they have on here the other 5. 3 of them were grade 1. The other 2 are less than that. And then it was 1 CC. That's or they disposition, whatever they call it. But anyway, very thrilled with the results, and you can see them on here. Let's see if I have that right. I hope y'all can see that. I'm sorry. Okay, so maybe y'all can see it, maybe y'all can't. I don't know. But anyway, it's exciting news. Other than that, I have no other updates for y'all. Oh, he did tell me that we're gonna start with my next cycle. And hopefully, you know, I'm on countdown. It's already July 1st. And if my cycle come the way it did in June, the end of June, then it'll come the 25th. So we have 24 days until I begin my meds. He told me that I should only receive 2 to 3 injections, and that's it within them 10 days. So he said what he's gonna do, it's called what did he tell me? I gotta look at the name, but basically what he's gonna do is he's going to perform something on me that's called what is it called? Extensive IVF or something like that. Well, basically what they're gonna do is they're going to trick my body before they do the transfer. They're going to trick my body into being pregnant so it can release the hormones that I need to get to where the babies will stick. So basically what they're going to do is they're going to give me hormones to make me feel like I'm pregnant. And then after I feel like, you know, once I get those hormones and my levels are where it needs to be, they're going to implant it. That way the embryo knows, okay, this is a pregnant environment. Let me go ahead and attach and grow. So I'm not sure if y'all ever heard of that. If y'all heard of that, if y'all can give me more information, or if y'all know the proper name for it. But basically they're going to make sure that the environment is like a pregnancy. That way it'll work right. So I've never heard of that. I just know that, you know, that they basically give you some, I guess, injections to make you, you know, to prepare your body. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, Anyway, if you ever heard of that, let me know. They do it in everybody, then let me know too, because maybe they're just telling me something that everybody do. But anyway, he said the next cycle they're gonna go ahead and start. After that cycle, it's gonna take about 10 days. So you talking 10 days from I start on the 3rd day of my cycle. So let's say if it did come July the 25th, I would start the 27th. I'm sure either I'm gonna start birth control, that's what it sounds like, and then maybe some hormonal medicine, and then that's 27, and then 10 days from there, we're looking at a date of, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're looking at maybe the second week in August. Well, the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, somewhere up in there maybe. That would be good. That would be really good. So let's say if it did happen the 6th, let's say, because let's say okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 days of it. So let's say the 7th, 8th. If it's the 7th, 8th, I have a little app on my phone. Oh. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this here is called Fertility IVF Wheel, and it lets you know exactly like when you do your transfer, what your estimated everything date is. So let's say blastocyst stage transfer. Let's say the transfer is going to be August, and let's say around we'll just pick lucky number 7. So I'm gonna pick August 2nd for the blastocyst stage. So it looks like this. Okay, you get to pick, and at the very top, you see the drop down menu, and you can pick from those things there. Last miss period, egg retrieval, the transfer stage 3, transfer stage 5, the due date, how many weeks, and it just, you know, go from there. So anyway, I'm gonna pick 5. I'm gonna put it as August 7th, and then at the bottom you're gonna pick next right here. Okay, and it gives you all of these dates. So let's say it says estimated due date April 25th. So that'll be my due date, April 25th, if they do the transfer on that day. My last miss period would be July 19th. The day of trigger, that's if it was a fresh, you know, batch. I would have triggered the 31st of July. The egg retrieval would have been August the 2nd. The blastocyst stage, which is the day they're going to actually transfer it in, is August 7th, quote unquote. The initial BHCG embryo transfer, August 19th, whatever that means. Your first trimester ends October, I can't talk. Your first trimester ends October 17th. And then week 1 would be July 19th through July 25th. Okay. Then they go down as of today. As of today, I'm negative 2 weeks and 3 days pregnant. Okay, so that's how I look at it. I'm 2 weeks and 3 days away from being pregnant. Gestational age, negative 17. Conceptual age, 0 weeks and 3 days. So in 3 days is when we would, normally it would happen. Okay, so anyway, that's what they give you. And like I said, it's called Ferring, Ferring, IVF wheel, and it's an app on my phone. See, it's an app that gives you all of this information right here. Okay, so anyway, ladies, that is it. I have, this is how long it's been, I don't know, 9 minutes, so I did good. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat me some lunch, and I'll be back on to do another video. I hope y'all like the next video. It's gonna be pretty freaking awesome. All right, well, good luck to all y'all ladies. I'm praying for all of you, whether you know it or not, each of your situations, and I will be back on shortly. I hope y'all having a very blessed day, and I'm praying that y'all are smiling more than y'all are crying. So I'll talk with you later after I eat my lunch. Peace.